Morning folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland Daily Weather App today, the 12th of the 3rd, 2023. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor, TownsvilleSheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed, safe, accredited shed. Right, we can see some little bit of shower activity just off the coast, some of it just creeping onto the coast around Townsville. We've also got a little bit of shower activity around the Wide Bay coastline, Fraser coastline as well. Showers and thunderstorms across the inland areas this morning already. This is only going to increase as the day goes on and push closer to the southeast Queensland coastline. We're also going to see some showers and storms building up on the coastal ranges across northeast Queensland as well. So let's have a look at that. Just a reminder, when looking at our storm probability script, that's this thing here, just be aware that all thunderstorm activity is hit and miss. So just because you've got yellow over you doesn't mean you're getting a storm. It just means that the atmosphere is capable of supporting thunderstorm activity. And we can see this afternoon, starting at lunchtime, we've got storm capability here across northwest Queensland, central west Queensland, central inland Queensland, southeast Queensland, central east Queensland, and even northeast Queensland on the ranges has the potential to assist in thunderstorm development. As we progress into the latter parts of the afternoon, you can see the areas that we're most favouring for thunderstorm activity is the southeast coast district and the adjacent inland areas of that region. You can also see northwest Queensland seeing a really high level of shower and thunderstorm potential as the afternoon goes on, and quite some isolated convection possible around the northeastern ranges as we go through the afternoon into the evening. Generally speaking, these storms are expected to be non-severe, with the exception the ones down here around southeast Queensland do have the potential to maybe border on severe activity down that way. But further to the north, the expectation is generally non-severe thunderstorms. Overnight tonight, early tomorrow, we maintain some storm potential over the nighttime hours, and then as we go into tomorrow afternoon, you can see our storm probabilities increase further to the north up around central east Queensland and decrease significantly across southeast Queensland. We also see a much wider spread storm environment tomorrow across north Queensland. Just a reminder, just because you see colour on this chart does not mean you're guaranteed a thunderstorm day. Convective precip tells us that these storms are likely to be packing a fair bit of rainfall, so there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and that means that there's a lot of potential moisture that's going to be coming down from the atmosphere with any convection that's occurring. And you can see that around northwest Queensland, central west Queensland, central and southern inland Queensland, and through southeast Queensland this afternoon, this evening. You'll also notice a couple of little spots up here with showers around the coastal ranges and just inland of the coastal ranges around far north Queensland as well, which have potential to produce significant rainfall. Overnight tonight, some more isolated convection still possible, plus a bit of light patchy rain and some showers again developing near the coastlines. You can see a nice little line of shower activity here, but there's potential there for more isolated shower activity in the morning across the coastal areas. And then, of course, tomorrow afternoon, we're expecting to see more widespread convection in central Queensland and north Queensland inland of the coastline on the ranges. Rainfall between now and when we speak tomorrow. Obviously, the model is going a little bit silly with the amount of rain here, and obviously a little bit silly with the amount of rain here. But what it's trying to tell us is that there's locally heavy falls possible from convective cells that do happen in these areas because they won't be moving anywhere. The steering winds are very weak. Further southwards, you'll notice there's not as many of these purpley silly bits because the storms are actually moving and they're actually organising and they're actually moving towards the coastline. So a lot more chance of storms making it to the coast here than anywhere further to the north, where storms will remain inland of the coastline. Surface winds across the state today, very light winds if you're a boatie. Just be aware there is a sea breeze, and that sea breeze could kick up a bit this afternoon. Just be aware also in southeast Queensland that northerly's packing a bit of a punch as soon as you get it a little bit offshore off Moreton Bay. Once you get out off Moreton Bay, that northwesterly and northerly could be quite fresh. And then as we go into tomorrow morning, just be aware that there's a southerly change coming up the Queensland coastline, initially just affecting the Gold Coast by the time we speak tomorrow, maybe pushing up to Brisbane by the time we speak tomorrow if I'm late with this update, and then eventually that southerly and southeasterly will take control of the state through the week, but it'll be a gradual process. If you want to look further ahead or you want more information on anything I spoke about today, head over to join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au, check out our subscription options, and if you'd like to support our work, become a subscriber and we'll talk about a lot more of this stuff in more detail, and we'll also look a heck of a lot further ahead. Have a wonderful day. Hope you get a shower or storm. Talk to you tomorrow.